All right. If we want to find the angle between two vectors A and B, here's what we're going to use. The cosine of the angle is equal to their dot product over the product of their magnitudes. So on top you find their dot product. On the bottom you take the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B. From there we can then do the inverse cosine of that. Okay? If theta is 90 degrees, it means the vectors are perpendicular. If theta is 180 degrees or 0 degrees, the vectors are parallel. Okay? So, example 3a gives us these two vectors, and it wants us to find the angle theta in between them. So, the cosine of theta is equal to their dot product. So on top I'm going to go 6 times negative 4 plus 2 times 3. On the bottom I'm going to take the magnitude of the first one. So it's going to be the square root of 6 squared plus 2 squared. And then I'm going to multiply that by the square root of negative 4 squared plus 3 squared. So on top I have negative 24 plus 6, which is a negative 18. And on the bottom, I'm going to have the square root of 36 plus 4, or 40. And then this is going to be the square root of 16 plus 9, or 25. So right now, even if I look at this, I have 18, this is a 5, and then this is going to be 2 square roots of 10. So this isn't going to be anything nice. Remember, we still have our 30, 60, 90 triangles. We still have our 45, 45, 90 triangles. We have all those trig values that we do have memorized. But in this case, this isn't going to give me a nice angle here, okay? And so I can write this as the square root of, and if you don't know what 40 times 25 is off the top of your head, I can leave it like this, because as long as this isn't a square root of 3 or a square root of 2, which again we said that this is going to be 2 square roots of 10 times 5, or this would be 10 square roots of 10. There are no radicals, there are no angles that have the square root of 10 as a nice thing. So I am going to do the inverse cosine of that. Negative 18 divided by the square root of 40 times 25. So I get 124.7 degrees. And as far as this is concerned, you can always draw a picture. Cosine, though, is always going to give you an angle between 0 and 180. So the angle in between them is always going to be between 0 and 180. So